girl had someone she loved, but she was being forced to marry the king. Even though the king treated her like a plaything, Jenny didn't dare disobey. For the sake of her village's safety, Jenny had no choice but to obey. She even had to find ways to keep the king happy. Jenny decided to sacrifice herself to protect her family. Meanwhile, Jack was rallying the villagers. They all agreed, no matter the cost, they would rescue Jenny. The operation began. Jack aimed his weapon at the castle walls. Once he locked onto the target, he launched the attack. At the same time, the villagers charged into the city under Jack's lead. Meanwhile, Jack successfully infiltrated the castle. But just as he was about to reach the king's chambers, reinforcements arrived. Without hesitation, the villagers stayed behind to hold off the guards. Jack pressed on alone. When he reached the king's room, he found Jenny tied up with ropes. As he rushed toward her, suddenly, Jack was shot. He collapsed to the ground in pain. The king had ambushed him. But just as the king was celebrating, a familiar voice rang out behind him. The king turned in shock. Jack was fine. Turns out, Jack had been wearing body armor. The king's bullet hadn't even scratched him. Without wasting a second, Jack drew his pistol and took the king down. Jenny was finally saved. The news spread quickly. When the general heard that Jack had taken over the kingdom, he was furious. Even though he was far away, he decided to teach Jack a lesson immediately. The general grabbed his divine rifle. Then, he threw the rifle aiming it perfectly toward Jack. Back on Jack's side, his system detected an unidentified attack rapidly approaching. Without hesitation, Jack activated all defensive weapons and launched a counterattack. But to Jack's shock, the general's rifle dodged the defenses and was still speeding straight toward him.